abortion?
Nah, we're gonna debate on theism. I'm gonna take God to be
No,
next
no,
to being.
no. I want to do abortion, bro. I want to do abortion.
What prob?
What proposition? I bet. I'm
I could take
pro-life.
the view that abortion. I could take the view that
Wait,
abortion is not going to be the kind of thing that's morally impermissible. If you want to debate that.
okay, I'm pro. Okay, let me explain. We could just debate on abortion. That's it. If it's like cool
Yeah,
or
I could affirm the prop that abortion is not wrong.
I bet. So what's gonna be the argument why you think abortion is not wrong?
Hold on, we have to start the rec, boss. Hold on, give
The
me 1
rec is
second.
over there. The rec is over there.
Oh, the rec's already there. Okay.
What's
Yeah.
gonna be the
So
argument?
yeah, I can just give the argument. If error theory is true, then abortion is not wrong. Error theory is true, therefore abortion is not wrong. And then, because as we know, error theory is going to be 3 theses, right? The first one's going to be cognitivism, which is that moral language is capable of being true and false or propositional. The second one is a semantic thesis that says that when we use moral language or engage in moral discourse, majority of people intend to pick out some property of wrongness or some fact of the matter. And then the third one is anti-realism, which just says that there are no such facts. If you want the motivation for these theses, we can just motivate like the first part, or we can motivate the semantic thesis with examples of evidence-based deliberations, which generally are going to report objective facts within the domain of ethics. But also, it seems to be like prima facie that the way we engage in moral discourse or disagreement typically functions as a disagreement over facts, right? Like when we say something like X is wrong, we support that with objective facts about the world, which would obviously imply that there's some objective fact of the matter.
Wait, what is the degree of truth for that? Like, I'm sorry to interrupt. What is the degree for that? Question
The
and
theory of
answer.
truth? Yeah, we can take some correspondence theory. That's fine.
So how did
we can be like an elite
give me
functionalism.
explanation why correspondence matches up with your argumentation and will make sense why it corresponds to reality in our conversation? I'm sorry, I'm stuttering, but you understand what I'm
I'm
trying to say?
unclear on what you're asking me there. Are you
Okay,
asking me
wait.
why correspondence theory matches up with my argument? Is that what
Can
you're
I
asking me?
explain?
Well, I'm just saying, look, that's the
Wait.
stipulative definition of truth that the argument works under. Like when we
Okay,
say fact, right, we're saying
I'm
that
explaining to you,
this
right,
thing.
is that okay, let me cue chill out. I'm explaining to you, right, is that you give me an explanation of why corresponds theory corresponds to our conversation and connects to reality of what we discussed. That's why I'm
Well, it
basically explaining.
corresponds to reality given that's what I mean by fact, right? So it's a
What do you
stipulated
define as
definition
facts?
for the
What do you
argument.
wait, question is what do you define as facts? Facts.
Yeah,
My
something
fault, I'm
that
sorry.
corresponds to reality. That's what's meant by fact.
Fact is something that corresponds to reality. So why should we take that term to be viable in this case and not the conversation? I'm putting the
Well, that's
question to ask.
stipulative, boss. That's what I mean when I use the term.
You
I don't understand what you're
that's
asking
what
me
you
there.
mean. Wait, when you say that's what you mean, what do you mean by that's what you mean? Like questioning and ask.
Yeah, when I use the term, right, the reference is going to be that it corresponds to reality. That's the reference. When I say fact,
And what do
it's
you
going to
define
be
as reality?
the reference.
What do
Yeah,
you
the
define
set
as
of all things
reality?
that exist.
Wait, so how does a set of all things? So how does a set of all things like shit? I'm starting with my
What are you
fault,
asking?
but I'm asking
I
right
don't
is
think
that
there's
how
a
does
set.
okay? I'm asking
Honestly, I don't
how does
understand the yeah.
reality
Like,
a
look,
set of all things? That's what I'm asking.
that's the stipulative definition. Is this guy like mentally deficient? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
I'm
you guys
asking like
actually
how
wanted me to debate this guy? Are we serious? But look,
is
that's
this nigga
stipulated, boss.
what?
When I use the term, that's what I mean, right? That's the reference I'm picking out with the term.
Wait,
So
so
I don't understand the
why should we
meta
take that term as viable in this case in this conversation? Like I'm asking, like
we take it as what?
why should we take listen, why should we take this term as we granted in this conversation we are discussing about?
Because that's what's meant in the premise of the argument.
Wait, so how does that meant in the premise of the argument? I'm putting another question as shit.
Because that's the reference of the term.
So how would that be the reference of the term? Jesus Christ.
Because that's what we're referring to. Hello, are you stupid? Stop with the meta app. You have a contention with the
Wait,
argument. Also, I wasn't even able to
medic?
finish.
I continue on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like halfway through, but look, I can motivate the first conjunct with that, right? We say something like, we say something like, I strongly support that with objective facts of the world, right? That's going to be the motivator for
We define
cognitive.
as projective facts, like Just a
Yeah,
question.
stance independent. Facts.
It stands independent.
Yeah, it doesn't turn on any desires, opinions, or beliefs. Can we just stop
Okay.
being pedantic? Like, just respond to
I'm
the
asking, like, why
argument.
should
Like,
we
can
take
we get
this term as for
substance?
granted? Or, like, why should we take this term as for granted? And also, right?
That's what's stipulated. You seem
But mute this
confused.
fucking retarding vibe. But mute this nigga. Thank you.
You
So
seem confused.
I'm not confused. But anyways, though, continue on what you're about to say.
Yeah, I mean that's the motivator for cognitivism. But I mean, we can go deeper into like saying X is wrong syntactically has some subject predicate relation. I think that's going to make it a proposition. I'm cognitivist. And then the argument for the second half of the conjunct, which is something like um, there are no such facts, right? There are no such objective facts would be, well, I mean, I can give it
Wait,
an argument, but also, I mean, I have a qualm with realism as a whole. Or like, I'm an externalist about motivation, so I don't understand, or I'm an externalist about normative claims, right? So I don't understand how you can have something that's
normative claims.
normative
We define as
without,
normative claims. We define as
yeah,
normative
reason
claims.
giving. Reason giving. They tell
Wait,
you what to
so
do.
what's gonna be the reasoning given? Like, what's gonna be the reason given then? Like,
What? I'm just talking about normative claims like wholesale. Right? Motivations are necessary for something to be normative. So if you say there's some normative properties that are
so what
sense
is the
independent,
justification
I don't
of that?
understand how those are normative.
Wait, so what is the justification of that? Like, I'm asking, right? What
Theory of
justify your
justification for
reasonings?
what?
What makes your reasons reasonable in this case? When I ask what's the justification?
You know my theory of justification? I'm a Humean about justification. Take the Humean view, but look, I don't see the relevance of what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry. You take the what? I'm sorry. You take the
Yeah,
what?
the Humean view of justification. But I don't see the relevance in what I'm saying. Look,
We use a human
I'm
view.
just
What do
gonna
you
ask
mean?
you this question.
Wait, wait, answer my
Wait,
question.
look,
What do you
this.
mean by the human view? My question is,
Yeah,
what do
I
you mean
think
by?
my theory of justification is explicated by David Hume into literature. But look, now
Wait,
since
so can you give me
you
an
wanted to ask me
explanation?
a lot
Why
of
would that
questions,
be your
no, we're not.
justification?
I'm no longer going to entertain any questions because I'm not
No, no, no.
listening to
Answer
you.
my question.
I
Why
have
you think?
questions.
What?
Nope.
Okay, bro.
Stop
Answer my question. Why you
Stop
think
talking. No, stop
humanity you is your
talking.
theory of justification?
Stop
How
talking.
does it
I'm
match?
not
How your theory of
talking.
justification matches
Stop
up with
talking.
your statement?
Yeah, you're not going to interrupt me. But calm down.
Hey,
Look,
Cap, don't mute him. You guys didn't agree to moderation.
All right, thank you,
all right,
bro.
that's fine.
Anyways,
But
though,
look,
I'm asking like how
can
does
we tell this
humanity
dude
view
stop
matches up with your
interrupting
theory of
because I'm not
justification?
finished?
Meaning,
I
how
have
does
a
it make
question
your
for you.
reasoning more reasonable
No, we're
in
not
this
doing
in this
this
conversation?
Q&A session. We're
No, no,
not
no.
doing
Answer my
any
question. Give me
questions.
your theory of
I have a
justification.
question for
Now,
you
give
now,
me a
boss.
reason why your
No,
theory of
no.
justification is reliable in this case in this
I'm not answering that.
conversation. No, we don't read no
Reliable?
moderation. We
That's
good.
just
No,
stipulated as
we
well.
good.
I don't really know what that means. But look, I have a question for you, boss. What does it mean to say that some property is normative without motivation? How can a property be normative
Okay.
without
Wait, can
motivation?
you answer
Can you
my
answer
question
that?
first? Like, what do you define that? Okay, can you answer my question
I
first?
already answered
Why
your
do you
question, so can you answer that, please?
wait? I'm pretty sure you didn't answer my
Can you answer
question.
that? Yeah, yes, I
No,
did.
Kieran,
But can
I'm
you
pretty
answer
sure
that?
you didn't answer
Can
my
you answer
question.
that?
I'm asking.
Stop with the
Listen. Let
meta.
me
Look,
explain to
if you want to continue with the meta, we could go to the closers right now. I think everybody in this conversation, everybody in this VC is going to say you lost thing. So stop.
Okay,
Stop.
let me
Because
explain.
we
I'm
could go to
trying to explain
closers
to you.
and I
Right?
could get
So
my verdict really simple right
if
now.
you give me
But
an
look,
explanation
answer
why you
the
think you
question.
give me a justification.
Can you, I already did. Can you answer
You
my
give me
question?
why you give you a justification.
Can
You
you
say
answer
how
my
your own
question?
mouth is reliable and matches up with your statement. That's
How
what
is
I'm
that
basically.
relevant? How is that
I
relevant?
was relevant.
Look,
Well, because you give
just
your
answer
theory of
my question.
justification, and I'm asking how would your theory of justification, what's gonna be the explanation of why your theory of justification matches up with your argumentation and your reasonings. That's what I'm basically explaining to you. Fuck trap, nigga.
Man said it
Jesus
did.
Christ.
But look, can you answer the question that I have
So
now?
you'll give me an explanation. So you'll give me an explanation why your
Can you answer the question that I
theory
have
of
now, boss?
justification
If you're not going to answer
matches
that,
up
if you're
with
not
your
going to answer my
argument and your
question, we could go to
reasoning.
closers. If you're not going to
You
answer
want to
my
go to
question, we could go to
conclusions
closers.
already, even though you
We could
didn't
go
give
to
me a theory of
conclusions, yeah.
justification though.
We can go to conclusions right now.
All right, bet, beautiful. So I think I won because this dumb fuck retard could give a reason why his theory of justification matches up with his argument, and also he could give a reason why his reasons is reasonable in this case in this the conversation we having. So that's why I believe I won this debate and won this discussion. You continue on.
Yeah, I can get my closer. Obviously, this one it's a meta yap. You know what I'm saying? There was not a single actual substantive proposition that was being made from this dude. All he did was ask me questions, right? It felt like I was playing 20 questions. He's so pedantic. I think anyone who's, you know what I'm saying, was in this VC could agree that I won, hopefully. But yeah, I concede the rest of my time in